Oh, technology.
Oh,
Oof.
technology.
Well,
I think it's starting to get complicated.
we
I'm starting.
I feel
to
like we could go in different directions with this. I don't know.
Oh,
well, that's such a broad.
that is so broad.
Explain what you mean, because
Well,
I kind of understand what you're saying.
Because
in a
I
way.
feel like we were kind of the first generation really raised with not
it
fully, but I mean I remember being very young and like we got our first computer and
Yeah.
our first cell phone, and so
Right.
I felt pretty in the know on how to use technology. Like I remember teaching my parents how to use a computer and their phone and all this. These days, I feel like a boomer. Like there's stuff I'll be like, what do I do?
I'm grateful. I'm with you. I feel like I grew up in the right time, pre-social media and like the constant like streaming and like all of that stuff. So I'm like really grateful because I want to say like technology really boomed like right as I was getting. Oh, this is gonna date me. As I was getting into high school, like my high school years, like Facebook boomed midway through high school for me. So like. And it was, to me, in my opinion, it was so simple back then. It was like, and now, like you said, it's very complicated. Like it's very like, I will say, I think I'm pro technology for the most part, because I do think it is nice, but there are certain aspects of technology that I think are not the greatest. I'm not a big, although we use ChatGPT, you and I, a lot, and we talk about it. I don't think it's the right thing. I think it is going to make us dumber as a society. We are already stupid as a society. So sorry to everybody listening, but we collectively are dumb.
Right.
I think it's going to make us dumber. And they're already doing studies about how like that kind of shit is making us dumber. But I mean, for the most part, I think it is helpful. I didn't have to teach my parents to do anything because my mom did computer stuff for a job. My dad always had to do computer stuff. So like I never had to like teach them, which was kind of nice. Now, as they've gotten older, yes, sorry, Mom, but we did have to help you with your iPad.
Exactly. But that's where,
but that was not that big of a deal. But my mom picked it up just fine. Like she just, like Justin was like, do this, and she picked it up, no problem. So like my mom,
job, Kathy.
No, my mom is better than I would say most people. Yeah. I wish I could get her on an iPhone. That's my one wish, but we'll get there someday.
But I do feel behind, like when we moved into the house, they had like cameras and stuff that we set up, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is like, what you mean someone can come to the door and there's a camera and I can see them?
I thought you meant inside the house.
Well, not inside, but like outside the house too.
Yes, yeah.
They did have some in the, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just playing footsie with you. But I did like, to me that blows me away, but that's everyone's like,
now it's like
we've had cameras for like 20 years.
Justin and I sometimes when we walk in the morning, we'll like look at the houses, and like it's rare to see a house that doesn't have an outdoor camera attached to it.
Exactly.
Which I honestly like. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I think it's nice because if you do get stuff delivered, at least you have the proof if somebody steals it. We've never had an issue, but I don't like cameras in the house. That freaks me out real bad.
I hope there's no cameras in our house. Edward sets them up, so there might be.
One day you find out there was like a camera in the bedroom.
He's like, well, I saw you were doing X, Y, and Z.
You would die if he texted you and was like, what are you doing? And you're like...
Right.
I that's why I told Justin, I said my only requirement is that we never do cameras in the house.
Yeah,
I just don't like that.
No.
I mean, and we've talked about it, and I'm like, the only way I would acquiesce is if it was pointed at doors to the outside. Those are the only cameras that I would acquiesce to the inside. Because if somebody did break in, you would at least have that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know.
We did have one because we kind of moved some cameras and stuff around. We did have one that was pointed at the dogs in their cage when we're gone, but he ended up moving it, and we did have one in the basement. We might still have one in the basement, just because it was there already. But, but it's stuff like that I'm just like, I would never think of that.
No,
I would never think of that.
We once put up because we didn't have cameras in the house, but Justin put up Zoom and had it like sitting in our bedroom to watch what the dogs did.
Yeah.
And we were like, we shouldn't have done this because they were having their private moment with each other.
Well,
and but we did see who causes the most problems, which was not shocking to either of us who it was.
Right.
Groot. But Rocket also is maybe an assaulter, so we did have to talk to him about his behavior.
Perfect. No one's perfect.
You know, it didn't look like Groot didn't want it, but you know, it was
right.
We were like, we probably
the lack of a yes is still a no.
Right. So we found that out really quick. But I mean, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like other like cell phones are getting more complicated in my opinion. I'm just like,
and all the syncing, you know, things can sync to each other. That's you start to lose me. Do you think one day if like phones are holograms or like
like glass,
are you going to get
whatever.
into it?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Some days I really want to just go back to a flip phone. It sounds wild.
I
know they do, but some days I'm like, you know, I don't know.
I know, just to like
I just feel like the kids don't realize how like wild it was back then. Like when you had to do T9 word on your, and you were like 55555. Like nobody understands that. Like do you ever see those memes on like Instagram where it's like 111?
Right.
Like it's
like what does this say? Yeah. Yeah.
And I get it immediately. I was like, oh yeah, I got it.
But now the kids do the voice messages.
I hate that.
And I can't.
I hate
like
if you ever send me a voice message, I'm gonna think you're in a hostage situation. You're gonna be
well, I have, and I think this is what makes me a boomer. I am doing voice to text a lot. And you have experienced this because there's been once or twice that I've been crashing out in a voice to text. And then I have to tell you, like, I'm so sorry, this is a voice to text. But I think the kids look at that and go, what are you doing?
Right.
But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with technology.
The voice ones just
can't
seem
sit here and text
so wild to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a pro texting, because I'm like,
if I'm going to send you, I'm just going to call you.
Right.
If I'm going to do a voice message.
Right. Or like,
what?
Why? Yeah, you would text me and be like, can I just call you? Like, I would just be like, can I just call you?
Right.
Because this will go faster if I just call you.
Or I'll just voice text crash out and you can decode it when it doesn't come out right. But it's usually pretty accurate.
No, Justin's mom uses the voice to text, and hers are actually like, she does a pretty good job on that. Like, it really just depends on what you're doing. I love to see the ones where it's like it's like fuck this shit, and like they're driving, and so then like all of a sudden you hear like the stream of that shit makes me laugh.
Right.
Have you ever seen the there's one like you know, like when they had the emojis where it was like you could like record yourself and it would be there's like the one video where like somebody started coughing during it. I'm sure I have this saved, but they started coughing and and I'm like, why did you like keep like, I don't know, it drives me insane. I'm like, why did you keep recording? In my opinion,
I think they still have those. I think you can.
They still do. I know I saved it because it always makes me laugh. But like this mom was like, I love you, and she was like and she started coughing in the middle of it.
I love it.
I know. I
still have like my iPhone. I have like an iPhone 11 still. I just don't like when the new one comes out. I'm not like, oh
actually, Justin and I were just talking about this today because I was like, are you itching for, because usually Justin after about a year or two wants a new phone. And I was like, are you itching for one? And he was like, he was like, not as bad as you would think I am. And I was like, okay. Cause I really, at this point, I really don't care because of the, like they're just making them so quickly. It's like, you can never win. I think mine is a 15 now.
I would be fine to have, because this one's getting a little, it's struggling.
I'm trying to find it. I know I saved this because I was like, this fucking makes me laugh all. It was like, this was like one of the first things I saw when you could save like reels and shit to your Instagram. Remember when they like, this was like one of the very first ones, but that one was really funny.
Love.
Anyways, technology I feel like is,
it's fine.
What do you feel like, how do you feel about streaming versus, growing up with commercials and, VHS?
Well, VHS is nostalgic for sure. Just the sounds and everything. Streaming, I do say I prefer streaming. I don't love commercials. Though again, a little nostalgia of like, you've got like a minute and a half to go pee and then you got to get back.
Well, and that's kind of how it is on streaming if you have commercials on there, but it's not the same in my opinion.
I hate commercials on streaming. I think that should be jail. Like, especially if you pay for it, Yeah. I should not have to watch an ad.
No.
But I don't know. I don't know. I always kind of toy with the idea of like streaming, and they'll put the whole season out versus one a week. Like, I don't know, there was something about it coming out every week.
I know.
The excitement, the anticipation, but sometimes I just want to fucking watch it.
I know. So there are series where I have just waited for the whole season to be out because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here every week and watch this. Okay, I did find this video.
Yeah, another tech I've recently got into is smart light bulbs.
Justin's very into it.
Very into that. That's fun. And then Edward Will has created they can come on at a certain time and go off at a certain time, and we have the Google help. You can say, hey,
Sure.
Google, turn on the bedroom lights, and it will do it. I mean, that's about where we're at. And even then we struggle.
We use it more so when we're out of town because like it's kind of like my mom was she still is into like the timers and stuff, which we do have some timer outlets, but it is nice for that stuff. I couldn't tell you how to work it. It's all Justin. I have no idea.
Yeah, I got the light bulbs on there, and then Edwards has set up them coming on and off.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
This one's on the smart, I think. One of these is. Our bedroom is, and then one of the ones downstairs is, and then the ones outside turn on like at sundown and stuff, which is kind of nice. But.
He even did this thing where I've never tried it, but you can come home and be like, hey, Google, I'm home. And it will like
light up your house.
Certain
way.
The lights will go like up a little higher. And then you can be like, oh, hey, Google, it's bedtime. And then it'll like turn the lights down a little bit. And I'm like, oh, that is.
Remember when the clapper was like the new that sounds horrible.
Still out there, I think.
Oh, it is. But
still out there.
That's what that reminds me of is like, remember that one everybody was like, oh my God.
Right.
That was
If
wild.
you had the clapper, you were rich.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We never had the
we
clapper.
didn't either. Had the clap. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, this sounds so bad. These little TikTok babies are like, what's the
they
clapper?
don't know.
No, they have no idea.
Don't know.
Just
Privilege.
YouTube the clapper commercial because it was also iconic. It was like clap on, clap off, the clapper. Like,
good times.
and it was always an old person.
Right.
It was always,
and they were happy.
Yeah, because they didn't have to get up.
times.
Yeah. It was so simple back then.
It was so simple back then. The good old days.
We could have another like whole conversation about like what do you think in like 20 years what's going to happen to technology? I really
It's going
think
to take over.
I
and
think the
kill us
people who
all.
are 5 and under right now, all the children of the world, they're going to revolt. They are not going to use technology.
Well, I think that's already happening.
Yeah, it is.
Or it's going to be like, you seen the movie WALL-E? Probably not because you don't watch
Nope,
a lot
I
of
have never
movies.
seen it.
But in that, like, it's basically like everyone's like overweight and they're in these chairs that basically like do everything for them.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be some of that too.
Sure.
Well, on that note,
Technology.